There was a time when pretty much every single top person in the crypto space agreed on one thing, which is that Bitcoin is always going to be and will always be the #1 cryptocurrency. Nothing else will be able to come close to it. Nothing else is going to catch up to it in market cap. There are other cryptos being made, but those are going to be pushed to the wayside as Bitcoin forges its path forward and becomes by far the most dominant force in the crypto space. And those people were, of course, extremely surprised when Ethereum came up and rose out of nowhere in 2017, being created until the point where it now has a market cap that is close to the size of Bitcoin. Now, it's not quite there. It is technically at this current point though past the 50% mark, which is as close as any crypto has been in an extremely long time. Some incredible numbers we're looking at with Ethereum. And the question is, how was Ethereum able to do that? How did Ethereum defy pretty much all the top crypto experts and become one of the biggest cryptos on the top stage in the entire world? And the answer largely is its use case. What it's been able to do has made a lot of people want to hold Ethereum in order to use it as a launch pad to do other stuff. For example, Shiba Inu coin based off of Ethereum. We have other cryptocurrencies that have done really well, all of them based off Ethereum. And so when you buy Ethereum, to buy those cryptocurrencies, you may put some of that money that you put into Ethereum into the crypto that you're buying, but you're still going to most likely hold some in Ethereum. And then on top of that, we have now seen a huge thing with NFTs and Ethereum. It's really, quite frankly, taken off. We've seen Ethereum going a ton of fast forwarding for that with NFTs as we continue to watch these huge projects being launched. Bored Ape Yacht Club, millions and millions of dollars some of their NFTs are now going for, being shared by celebrities and other people alike. That has led to a ton more transactions on the Ethereum network, which once again is leading to people who are buying Ethereum, then holding it because they're using it for other things and then keeping some in their account. So with all of that, with the success path clearly put in place, now we come to Dogecoin, which has close to the same name recognition as Ethereum. So it already has the same type of people, it already has the same recognition, already has the same exchanges, it has the same all across the board when it comes to so many of the fundamental things that are required for cryptocurrency to completely and totally take off. By the way, if you just came into live, take a second to press like. It is right now 10:52, which means we're not at a peak viewer time like if we had done it at 7 p.m. or 8 p.m, but we still have a heck of a lot of us coming in right now. So take a second to press the button. One like percentage equals one new person coming in, and that will of course help to boost the viewers, get more people into our community, and we can be having more fun that way. But with all of that said about Ethereum NFTs, it is now time to, of course, talk about this. Let me go ahead and play the music because we now have, for the first time, an NFT being minted on the Dogecoin chain. Now that is pretty remarkable for a number of reasons, because if Dogecoin can capitalize on some of the same things that caused Ethereum to now be as big as it is, then Dogecoin is going to have some of that same growth. And we've already been expecting it for multiple other reasons, but now if you combine that with NFTs as well, that is a huge deal. Go ahead and take a look at this tweet here from Inevitable360. As you come in, take a second to hit the button. One like, one new person coming in. I'll just keep it positive and let it happen. Coming in from Phil, but this is what he said. First NFT ever minted on Dogecoin blockchain. How can it be done? Proof on screens. Dogecoin NFT minted transaction and posted the transaction there. Opinions, please. Then posted the entire picture, the screenshot showing the transaction that actually happened on the Dogecoin chain of this NFT. By the way, that's what the NFT looks like. Pretty cute. You have all the stick figure, Dogecoin, and dogs. And then he also says this: cost to mint an NFT with Dogecoin is 0.01 Doge. So we're looking at with Ethereum fees in the hundreds range sometimes. $50, $75, $100, $300 in some cases just to mint one single NFT. Now you compare that to 0.01 Dogecoin now on this new updated Dogecoin, and that is a huge monumental difference between the two. 0.01 Doge is significantly less than 1 penny, and with that, it's going to open the door for so many more people actually wanting to buy NFTs and not being so worried about those insane fees that you have to actually pay to buy them. It opens the door to more smaller investors looking at NFTs. It opens the door as well to more high energy NFT projects. The first few projects that are released on the Dogecoin chain are most likely going to be a huge deal, and so that's why it's exciting. And we're certainly going to try to capitalize on that wave for the fun of it and for the waveness. You gotta love the waveness. As we do see, this is the hash 5KOH. And not only that, but we had some of the top people in Dogecoin with the dev team, top influencers responding to this, which is pretty dang cool to see. As we have everyone coming in. All right, that's definitely true. Let's go to the moon, says Rusco. As more people start to come into live, you can see this. You considering making a utility or something so that normal folks can do this? I think you should. I don't know, or integrate it into something that people can build sites around it. NFTs without the gas fees and less energy usage. Very nice. Also Doge. Wow. Coming in from Michi Lumen, who is one of the top Dogecoin devs that's on Twitter and being vocal. She has worked on a number of big projects for Dogecoin and has the connections to make this happen. They're now working together here on Twitter to move this forward. Very exciting to think about. You guys seeing this at My Doge Official. We were building something with NFTs at Doge Beans on another chain, but if we can do this, we might switch gears. And he says, much wow I have in my head, the website to mint on the Dogecoin chain. We'll try to code something tomorrow for you to really all test it. So he's already working on coding the website that will actually allow you to have Dogecoin NFTs and facilitate transactions that way, which will lead to a lot of people holding Dogecoin for NFTs. That's the exciting thing right there. That's where this could actually end up having a big role in moving Dogecoin forward price-wise and catalyst-wise. Oh, that's definitely true. The fact that Doge can have NFTs could be a game changer for the NFT space. Absolutely. And a game changer for Dogecoin as well. It's a game changer all across the board, which is definitely good to see. Saying hi to the hater in the call. Oh, who's the hater? Yeah, get out of here, hater. What the heck are you doing? We're always going to get some haters, just the way it is. Some people don't like Dogecoin because we're having way more fun than them. Some people think it's over. And, you know, it is what it is. But the truth is, all of them are going to be very upset when Dogecoin starts spiking like crazy and they missed the rocket because they were too skeptical and too haterish to get on board. Thank you for staying up on the Dogecoin videos. Best coin. And with the hand emoji, I like that coming in from Allison. And yeah, COC, I do believe that is next to 1000x. I agree with you there, Andre. But as we continue to see this as well, Sheeptoshi Nakamoto, Billy Marcus, said this: what does the transaction point to? And Inevitable 360 says it stores the checksum of a digital asset, in this case a JPG file. It tells us that the original I have is an asset and the original is not modified, and also tells us that it belongs to the Dogecoin address, in this case my test address. NFT, non-fungible token. Then put the definition of NFT to prove that this is in fact the first Dogecoin NFT that's minted. And Billy says, interesting, is there any data to prove potentially point to a JSON file IMPFS? First of all, I'm literally shaking right now, he says, and he continues to go on. Basically, in summary, we now have the ability for Dogecoin to expand massively beyond where it is, and that is no question exciting as we continue to see him post about this. There's the actual picture of the on-chain transaction and how it went through. Then he also continued on saying he's going to keep working on this, and we have big things coming for it. So that's exciting. And that's just the very beginning of what's happening with Dogecoin as the wallets come out and as we see the update that has just gone through. And as Elon Musk is getting ready to accept it for Tesla, a bunch of huge things coming very soon for Dogecoin. Doge will take over the dollar, says Jay Ches. I happen to agree with that. Come on, dollar. Well, who do you think you are trying to compete with Dogecoin? You don't stand a chance, now do you? Anything new with Dogecoin? So Dogecoin right now is still continuing to have a lot of work done on it behind the scenes, but at the same time, we do want to see a Dogecoin spike in order to see Dogecoin itself actually going crazy. That's one of the most important things for Dogecoin. And so we're in large part reliant on that. Now, I would like for Dogecoin to be able to spike on its own, but I'm going to be honest here. The truth is we need Dogecoin to go crazy for Dogecoin to spike. The good news is that Dogecoin's most likely going to go crazy, and Dogecoin may produce even bigger returns than Dogecoin percentage-wise. So that's why there's people still continuing to buy and hold on to that. Bitcoin struggles to hold 47K as Fed meeting adds to extreme BTC market panic. Now, this is definitely an interesting article coming in from William, where he basically talks about, I thought this was funny, so they're talking about how it's struggling. Oh no, what's happening? As people are wondering, where's the Fed going? Are they going to be stopping the debt from going crazy, or is it going to continue on? And then this article not long after, Fed speeds up stimulus withdrawal and Bitcoin jumps. So basically that was actually bad news for cryptocurrency, because the Fed is now saying they're going to lower the way the debt is being processed through. Instead of 30 billion every month, they're now going down to 15 billion every month when it comes to bond purchases, which is basically debt. They're buying up money, so then they have to pay it back. So that's the national debt continuing to go up. Now, it's still a lot, but they're going even lower than we were expecting. And so in theory, that would be bad news. But what happened here is a lot of people were scared that it could be even worse. And therefore, there was some uncertainty, which led to less people buying, which led to the price going down. Then the second the uncertainty was over and people realized exactly what's happening here, people decide to start buying again. So it really comes down to what the Fed decides to do. We also had the White House that is now pushing forward for raising the debt ceiling, and it's going to happen. So we are still going to see debt going crazy. It's not stopping. They're now just ratcheting it down a little bit compared to where it was. Now, do I actually trust they'll be able to do this? I don't know, because the government spending has just been so crazy lately that we really cannot, under any circumstances, expect them to not be making huge amounts of debt piling on decisions. By the way, if you just came in, take a second to press the button. Right now, it is 11 p.m. So if not, what the heck are you doing? The only way we can get this live out to as many people as possible is to press that button, and then instantly we will see the viewers climb. It works like magic, just like a charm. Exactly, precisely, like one charm. For Andrew says, hit that like. I happen to agree with that. And Mike says, when do you think Elon will make purchases available to buy Tesla merch with Dogecoin? In January. That's when he's going to do it. He's going to make it available in January. Federal Reserve interest rates, and by the way, that's not public yet, so don't tell anyone I told you that. Andrew says hit that like as well. A bunch of comments from Andrew. I appreciate all the love, Andrew, as we do try to get the like button up at least past 400. Let's see if we can make it happen. Like, share, and subscribe as well. It says Latin 6. As we continue to scroll down through stories like this, we also have the overall crypto rankings looking very interesting. Bitcoin right now at $47,000 has actually fallen some today. Ethereum at 3,900, fallen as well a little bit today, 1%. Solana, one of the only ones at the top that's actually up right now, up 1%. Then Dogecoin has also fallen similarly to Bitcoin, around the same amount, down back to 17.5. Still, it is up compared to where it was before the Tesla announcement. But keep in mind, this is just Tesla Dogecoin merch. This is nothing compared to the actual Tesla accepting Dogecoin announcement, which is coming, but we're not at that point yet. A $23 billion market cap currently, up on the week, and most cryptos though have fallen, as we do see Bitcoin looking to potentially break under that 50-day SMA, the 50-day average. If that happens, I would definitely recommend that you look at selling a large portion of your portfolio, because we will be in territory of bear market at that point. If it doesn't happen though, then we could see this thing turning around. There's no question we could see the next run here. So it's really coming down to a few pinpoint decisions, and the reason why nobody knows what's going to happen is because it hasn't been decided yet. We don't know what news stories are going to come out. We don't know what the Fed is entirely going to do yet. We don't know what's going to happen with countries across the world embracing or not. And so you can't possibly know, because it really comes down to people's decisions what happens. It's not set in stone at this current point in time. As we have a comment coming in from Doge Extra, keep up the great work, brother. Doge Extra is coming. I love it. I happen to agree with you there. Doge Extra, which is a pun in reference to DogeX, the NFT project, which we have been working on. By the way, how awesome would it be to see a collaboration between Dogecoin, on-chain NFTs, and DogeX? I think that's exactly what we need for DogeX, and it'll also be great for Dogecoin too, to help bring both communities and merge a little bit more. We're already basically the same, and then have more fun with that. Finally, we're starting to get those viewers up. The like button pressing is working. It works every single time. So I appreciate everyone who did that. But if you didn't do it, I get that too. I mean, it's extremely difficult. Think about it. Your hand has to actually defy the laws of gravity to go away from your bodily force and then move forward. Press on the screen right at the exact point where the like is. Now, you may be trying to press it and you go put your finger there and then you miss it, because the like button's small. So it's very difficult to actually hit it. Maybe you can do it, maybe you can't. If you can though, that's very impressive. And why don't you show us all exactly if you're capable of that or not. Dogecoin to the moon coming in from TJ. I like it. But seriously, it actually does help. To the moon coming in from Andrew, as we watch this entire market. And keep in mind, there are always going to be some cryptos like this. Look at this. Only ONLEXPA up 15,000%. Really small market cap before, so that's why it went up that much. Clifford Inu up 492%. And Baby Cheers Inu up 384%. So if you're wondering how can you capitalize on some of these, you can join the Patreon, and we have some huge picks there. Now, we don't get all of these right, but we do have a number of really big picks that we have early there, so definitely worth checking out if you want to be capitalizing on some of the stuff that's happening across the board. Matt Voss is the true king, coming in from Mr. Shanye 93. I appreciate that. Or Cheyenne, I mean. Sorry. Like and share as well, coming in from Alice. Oh, that's true. Yeah, Elon Musk knows exactly what he's doing here. He is specifically planning this so that there's tiers of catalyst for Dogecoin. If he just simply came out right now during this bearish looking market and said Dogecoin is accepted at Tesla, it would be terrible timing, the worst timing possible, without even having Robinhood wallets out yet. Terrible timing if we did it now. Instead, he is giving us a little bit of a taste of what's to come to make people realize that the price of Dogecoin shouldn't fall too much right now. It should stay relatively strong. And then when those big catalysts do come, a lot of them by Elon's hand, it is going to cause that craziness that we've been looking forward to for a while here. Luna also up a little bit on the day, still down this week though, and you have to scroll really far down and start seeing cryptos that have gone up today. You scroll all the way down to IOTA, only up 5%. That's all the way at number 48. So the crypto market is not exactly buzzing right now. No big gainers in the top 100 at all, not even one. I mean, Yearn Finance, 14%. That's the biggest one in the entire top 100. Look at that. Yearn Finance, up 14%. So right now, you're not going to be finding a lot of big opportunities. At least you haven't been able to. Those are coming again. The next altcoin season is going to be huge. So don't give up just quite yet. You absolutely shouldn't. Matt is the true Dogex king. I appreciate that. Coming in from OG Doge King. And oh yeah, that's... Someone said, I'm tired of always copycats trying to copy Doge. Mike said that. You know what? Yeah, it can be frustrating at times. That said, sometimes it can also help Dogecoin as long as it's not an overwhelming example. Like Shiba Inu, Dogecoin did spike after that spiked. But at the same time, I mean, come on, there's getting to be a ridiculous amount of Dogecoin copycats. I mean, when you're going and making a coin called Clifford Inu, okay, all right, I've had enough. All right, Clifford Inu, you can go ahead and stop there now. We don't need any more. Cryptocurrency wealth is creating a new generation as well of luxury consumers in the United States. Jeffries said, take a look. There's the crypto consumer, which is a stock image of some random dude in a suit who's young, right next to a luxury shop there. And this is actually true. We're seeing a lot of people who are joining millionaire clubs, who are joining NFT clubs, who are joining luxury groups where you can actually access a whole new lifestyle you haven't been able to before, specifically from cryptocurrency and from what's happening right now with it. I mean, this is the type of life-changing money that a lot of people will never see, but we have an opportunity in this current generation, in this current environment of crypto, to actually still see many of those being made and many of those happening. Another article like that, millennials and Gen Z are planning to spend thousands on cryptocurrency and NFTs and metaverse land as holiday gifts. That's pretty dang cool. But keep in mind, more people are selling their NFTs and Dogecoin and cryptocurrency in order to buy Christmas presents and to fly somewhere for the holidays. It's expensive to go see your family, and you may not have seen your family in 2 years. That's what happened in my specific case. My family, I haven't seen them in 2 years. Finally, this year, I'm getting to see them, which is very exciting. Not the entire family, but I'm getting to see some of them, which I really am looking forward to. And so with that, a lot of other people are in the same boat, where they haven't seen them in a while. So we're seeing way more travel this year than we have seen in the past 2 years. We're seeing way more people spending money on that. And if you don't have any money left for that, and you have money in cryptocurrency, what are you going to do? You're going to sell it. So that's one of the reasons why December has not been a good month for crypto. Also on top of that, taxes. A lot of people wondering, oh no, what am I going to do tax-wise? Will I be able to afford my tax bill? How big will it be? I don't understand how I can track this or track that. So there's a lot of uncertainty that's leading to people being way less willing to put money into crypto right now, which has led to the price falling. Have you seen Dogecoin Billionaire trailer? I have not, but that is going to be exciting. I'll watch that. That sounds exciting. What are your thoughts on AMP/Flex the Network? One of the creators worked for Lockheed Martin. Interesting. Yeah, AMP is actually pretty legit. I'm gonna look more into that. But there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of cryptos up right now, and some of them good, some of them bad. If you see a legit use case that you think can take off, even if you don't know if it can or not, that's oftentimes a good bet in the cryptocurrency world, because at least you have something to stand on. If you're just buying a coin for fun or for a meme, then that's awesome and you can be successful, but you don't really have as much to stand on like what you do with Dogecoin and with a number of other cryptos like COC that actually have real use case long term and in the short term too. Dogecoin to the moon, coming in from Dogecoin with all the rockets. I like that. That's a good comment right there. You win the comment of the day so far with all of those rocket ships. Crypto big wigs blame CoinMarketCap.com for data glitches. I thought this article was funny. We're now seeing more of them starting to blame CoinMarketCap and ditching them. Come on, you don't got to be so harsh. CoinMarketCap is just giving us the stats and information. But yeah, some of them being very upfront about that. And Elon Musk, by the way, have you been seeing what he's been doing on Twitter? He's been going toe to toe with a lot of political figures, and it's been very interesting to watch. But Elon Musk is now going to be facing $10 billion in a tax bill probably this year. Now, it's not confirmed. It's not an exact amount that we know for sure, but $10 billion. Meanwhile, every single person in every single government across the entire globe combined is going to pay. Think about that. More than 200 countries, every person on the planet in a government position combined is going to pay less taxes this year than just specifically Elon Musk. One man paying more in taxes in 1 year than every single politician on the planet. I mean, that's kind of crazy, and just goes to show you, I mean, anyone who says Elon Musk is not paying enough in taxes, well, he's living in a $50,000 house that's now upgraded and now is worth $70,000. He's not using a lot of resources, so he's contributing a lot and not taking a lot. Now, if just saying he has access to money, as long as he's not using the access for bad things, that's not a negative issue, because every single dollar in a bank account or that's being used by someone else is taken off the table, and therefore the price of everything else is going to be different. The value of each other dollar will go up. So holding your money in one place is basically a tax on your money, because it makes all the other money outside of your holdings more valuable unless you decide to access it, which still is something that could happen, but it's just the way it is. I already have my Doge shirt coming in from Shiba. Nice. But anyway, hopefully Elon Musk will continue roasting people on Twitter. It's funny. And I will see you on the Patreon and in the next video.